do you guys have you ever flipped the property? And I know and I do this for some of my rentals, and I know that it may be different if you're living in a property, but I go in there and I look at a bathroom sometimes like, man, this bathroom's got to be gutted. And then I ran into somebody that reglazed the bathroom instead of redoing the bathroom. And I kid you not,
it looks new.
Completely new. And it was like a $400 expense. And now I'm thinking like, man, I'll reglaze the bathrooms a couple times every 2, 3, 4 years instead of replacing the bathrooms on some of the rentals. And it looks completely different. Do you guys ever do things like that in flips?
Absolutely. And here's the thing about that. It's a very good point that you said. Think about, you learned that from someone, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
A contractor or a client did that, and you were like, wow. And that was a team member that you had. It all comes back to your team. Mm-hmm. It's all comes back to having the right team, having the right contractor that doesn't want to make an extra $300-400 on that job. And he'll say, you know what? Let's save you money. Let's just like reglaze it. Let's move on. It'll be like, I'll be $100 of my labor, whatever. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah, and that was a big one for me because a lot of times people look at that, they're like, man, I got to redo the bathroom. And if you look at it that way, you're like, I could just reglaze it. $400 looks completely brand new. Now the budget looks a lot lower than what it actually appears. And,
roofing, you can do the same. You can patch it. There's work you can do in the drywall. Flooring, there's some gorgeous wood, real wood flooring that you just need to maybe remove the old flooring, and a lot of great things will, you don't have to reinvent the wheel and spend tons of money on that. Like you said, sometimes a kitchen, you don't need to spend a lot of money. We all know that the strategies right now that, the strategies that I like to use. You open that kitchen, it looks beautiful. You put a nice, you put some nice tile and get a good fridge, and you start putting it together. It just looks really pretty, and all you did was you opened that wall.
Not only that, but sometimes even repainting the cabinets. I'm not sure. Do you guys ever do that where instead of maybe putting a brand new kitchen, that you guys repaint the cabinets and maybe change the hinges and maybe change the doorknobs? Is that ever a thing?
For rentals, yes, right? Think about it. Someone just left, you get someone else. The cabinets are not going to look nice again in 3-4 years. So you don't want to spend a lot of money on that. Probably what you told your client, right? For a flip, depending the budget. I remember my third flip that I did. That was a great deal. I bought the deal. It was my first few flips I was learning, and I said houses in California and LA. In LA, it could be expensive. You can buy them for $800,000, $900,000, $600,000, $700,000. So I went to Coachella. I went to Palm Springs, my first few flips, and I learned. I said, I'm going to make mistakes in $200,000-300,000. Now the music festivals are there and all that, right? But I remember those flips like that. My third flip, I bought this property at $50,000, and we just repainted the cabinets. We didn't buy new cabinets, and I bought it for 50. Put $25,000 remodel, and I sold it for $190,000 in a few months.
How much did you put into it?
25.
25,000. So 50, 75, and you sold it for 190.